Centennial High School as SLPCR travels to take on the Cougars. This matchup is gonna be full of goals if last year's scores ring true. It was 18-8 in the matchup, and a lot of these guys we're gonna talk about in just a moment had a lot to do with the scoring. As we take a look at SLPCR, Brody Herzog is crushing it, and he has crushed it, leading the team in 15 goals. Taking a look at him, as well as Toby Tranby, 13 goals, second on the team overall. These guys having a lot of production in that game last year. Herzog netting 3 and Tranby putting in a couple of his own. These two had 29 goals last season, is Herzog and Tranby's 21. So a lot of offensive force coming from these two. But as we look at the Cougars, Isaac Adams, 5 goals this season. He's leading the team, just a sophomore. He only had 5 goals last year. So it's incredible having him come out of the gates, helping his team early on, as well as Salomon Marshall, the senior season for him. He netted 5 goals last year in this matchup, the most of any Centennial player in that game. But he is leading the team here this year with 5 goals already, 22 goals on the season last year, and these guys are gonna have to come out swinging to be able to match up with that production SLP Coon Rapids has already had this year. But Centennial having 2 games only after having a couple postponed. They're ready, they're hungry. These teams are gonna be coming out hard as we start here in just a moment.
We in Spring Lake Park believe in building a strong and safe community. Our city moves onward and upward while holding on to our traditions and roots. We maintain a small town feel even though we are nestled next to the big city. We believe in being good neighbors and building community with safe neighborhoods. And we believe in citizenry and promote being active both physically and socially. We in Spring Lake Park love to play and believe in having an abundance of parks, playgrounds, and green space so that everyone can take a moment to enjoy the natural beauty that surrounds us. We believe in educating our children well, so we use the most advanced tools of learning to ensure continued success and bright futures. We promote athletics to keep our children fit and healthy and build a sense of teamwork. We in Spring Lake Park believe in providing a good, stable home for industry and small business to thrive. We have a large variety of successful businesses that have found continued success and benefit from excellent visibility off Highway 65. And a large customer base, as we are located only 15 minutes outside of downtown Minneapolis. Come visit us in Spring Lake Park, and you will see why we believe our city is one of a kind.
Washy, wash your hands. Scrub them while you sing the song. Wash. Rub your hands and fingers and the places in between. Using soap and water makes your hands so clean. Wash your hands. Great job, you're almost done. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now dry.
Wash your hands for 20 seconds, just like Elmo.
¿Qué color? Perfecto, mijo.
Gracias. Thank you.
What's wrong, mijo?
Donating to a pet's medical care is one of the many ways you can help families in your community. Pets and people belong together. Learn more at petsandpeopletogether.org.
And We are back here at Centennial High School, just about to be underway. But these two teams, of course, getting ready, getting set, those warm-ups concluding. And the sun is shining, a beautiful day. 65 is roughly the high. And, of course, you see that sunshine. Gotta love spring sports when we get weather like this. But as we look at SLPCR, who's going to be in net for them? It is a tried and true, a senior goalie, Thomas Scramstead, and he has just amazing production for them throughout his career here. He's going to be playing at Ithaca, New York next season, but he's going to be a guy that these Catbirds are going to be missing next year, so taking advantage while he's still in net for them. But that is going to be a big helpful part of their defense, keeping that ball out of the net. And as we look at the Cougars, of course, both of these teams having to have that person in net who's able to help them out. We just talked about Scramstead, the senior, having the 2 wins, 2 losses, that split season, 8.2 goals against average. But for the Cougars, it's Alex Kane. He is a junior. It's his first season in net for the Cougars. And as his team is getting situated to help him keep that ball out, he's trying to make his junior year count. As we are underway, Cougars looking to get going early. Talked to Coach Capitan before this game, and he was telling me that the Cougars are ready. They are wanting to get out there after having 2 games postponed on them. They're eager, and you're going to see that out of the gates with this early first attack. Not going quite how the Cougars would have wanted, trying to get that final shot off, but starting it out here on the far side, the Catbirds gonna swing it through Scramstead. Both teams trying to get situated in the early going. Cougars, though, having graduated 20 seniors last year, they have a lot of shoes to fill, that's for sure. But quite a bit of young talent out there, gonna be helping them out. Highlighted a couple of those guys in the open. We're looking to bring that production for them today. But the Catbirds defense trying to be prepared. As you see Moran with the spin move. Get it back there to X. Oftentimes seeing that X position be like the quarterback on a football team, able to set up those plays coming from behind, and the Cougars making their way. Let's take a look at this one again. So you see that big block here for SLPCR. Just showing how strong Scramstead is in net for them. Had to face that tough attack by the Cougars here. Not too much time into this one. And already a big stop to keep it 0-0. An error there. Teammates not able to connect. That pass getting sent wide. Looked like Isaac Adams, and the sophomore, tried to send it just a little bit in front of his teammate there. So this gives possession back. Catbirds working it into the attack. On the run there was Lamari Brown, the junior. He has been a standout here in their first 4 games. His junior year here this season, but still making that impact.
Go!
Ball gonna be coming from Kane. And SLPCR still not having big shot on net. We talked about Brody Herzog in the open. 15 goals already on the season, an impressive number here out of the gates. Trying to get some more. I mentioned he had 29 on the season last season, and he is already making a dent in that if he's trying to beat that number this year. But still 0-0, 8:45 roughly left in this first. Coming up the near side. That was Cunningham. He's still dancing around. Gonna let his team help him build this attack up. Moving on to the far side. Isaac Adams getting it behind the net. These guys move around, trying to change that attack angle. Gonna make it hard for the Catbirds. And you see this one sliced and diced and in. It's Isaac Adams. He has already had quite a bit of production here this season, being the team's leading scorer, now putting in the first one here today and keeping that trend going. He was tied with his teammate coming in with 5 goals being that top. Now he's up to 6, leading his team in scoring. So that's got to feel quite good, getting one against Scramstead. We talked about how great he is. Going to be playing at Ithaca, New York, and already able to sneak one past. Cougars getting started here from behind the net and finding yet another. These guys are pouring it on early. This is Salomon Marshall. We highlighted the perfect 2 guys to kick off this matchup. Getting the first 2 on the board. Here just 7 minutes, 30 seconds left in the first quarter. And now definitely going to need to shake this off if you're Scramstead. And he has a lot of confidence he's built up over the years, the impressive performances he can look back on and remember how great he is. But of course, still it burns a little bit getting those 2 on him early. And you kind of want to stop the bleeding, of course, seeing these 2 goals not come very far apart. SLPCR has to come together as a team to shake it off as well. Working to get it together, to get it over mid. Amari Brown had almost what could have been a great assist. You saw him playing it up to his teammate. He had one of their best attempts so far, but Cougars come away unscathed, still up, now 2-0. And Cougars moving around, finding Cunningham here on the near side, getting it back there to X as they swing it around. Look how quickly these guys are going. Trying to slot another one past, but Scramstead, he's ready this time. Didn't have quite the zip on it. Like those 2 that went through. But nonetheless, a save. Seeing the aggressive play, these guys are ready to get after it. Matthew Frost helping the Cougars get it up. Gavin Cunningham. Now that's Salmon Marshall. We saw him score the second goal for the Cougars. Isaac Adams. Found Craig. That was who was tied previously for the leading scorer on their team. Yeah, look at that pass. Oh, gotta like that. Behind the back. Always love when these guys get creative. Got Salmon Marshall, the senior season for him. Already off to a great start, and yet he continues. He's pouring it on. It's him again, finding the back of the net for the Cougars.
Cougar goal, number 5, Salmon Marshall.
Still just under 5 minutes left, 4:57 to be exact. But take a look at this one coming from behind and just finding the angle to crank it in. These guys gonna want to talk things over now, sitting down by 3 goals. Centennial feeling probably pretty good getting up to this early lead. But SLPCR, I'm sure feel like they gotta find that rhythm. They're still seeking it. Need to get that opening goal. It's Coach Chris Tott. He's been coaching here since '99. An impressive stand with his team over the years. And after knowing that the Cougars graduated 20 seniors last year, he was feeling confident with his team coming into this one again. Brody Herzog being a senior and able to net 15 already this season. He has some strong leadership, and of course trying to use the leadership from Scramstead in net for them. This could be the season that proves different from some of their past. But again, that comes from having to shake off a couple of these goals. Again, when you're going through regular season, you have to find ways to shake off maybe getting down early in a game, because later on, come playoff time, that stuff can happen. And your team, if you have opportunities to be battle tested, to prove, hey, we got down by 3, now they can have something to pull from later on this season if they get in a similar position when it really matters later on. But perfect conditions to be out there playing again. Hopefully 65 degrees was the high. SLPCR had it for just a moment before the Cougars nearly getting sandwiched. But able to get out of this and work his way up. That was Moran, a sophomore. Moving all the way, Gavin Cunningham helping swing this one around as well. Hearing him call out. Play, trying to get one of their teammates open here. The defense coming up strong here for the Catbirds. Scramstead helping them get it up. Amari Brown proved his footwork earlier, but the Cougars able to swarm and get this one back. Nice shot there by Cunningham, but stopped up. Time ticking, 3:33 left in the quarter. So not a lot of time, but it would feel encouraging here if SLP CR netted one of their own, I'm sure, trying to find their rhythm. As far as the Cougars, they're wanting to, of course, keep them out of the scoreboard. The longer you can keep a team with that goose egg, that confidence sometimes starts to dip. So if you're the Cougars, how can you keep that here for that final 3 minutes? SLPCR, besides trying to score one of their own, again, trying to stop the bleeding. Don't want any more goals to find the back of the net. And SLPCR gonna have another opportunity to work that ball up. Scramstead playing it wide. Giving it up to the Cougars, didn't quite get that offensive chance I was thinking they might have here before the end of the quarter. And a quick run here back behind, and the Cougars working in on Scramstead.
And let's take off our
Fourth goal on the board. So Solomon Marshall proving what we proposed he might do in this matchup. He's able to help his teammate finish off that attack, getting in there into the nitty-gritty. Just trying to get anything past Scramstead, and they do. Now Centennial up 4-0. 2 minutes remaining here in the first. So an impressive hat trick in just the first quarter. What is left to come? We talked about how many goals Solomon Marshall had, but now SLPCR find a way to break in still with that limited amount of time. Limited amount of time here left in the first, and Brody Herzog, again, another guy we thought might have a lot to do with scoring today, proving us right. In his senior season, finds his 16th goal on the year. Cougars want at least one more chance as we approach the 90-second mark left in the first. Cougars having graduated 20 seniors last season, these guys playing awfully well together. Having to work from a completely new coaching staff. Coach Capitan telling me that his team just needs to believe in the coaching staff, having not been with each other over the years. And it's really going to take them relying on just trusting that they know what's best. SLPCR not quite able to still get a shot off, needing some more to try to catch up to this 4-1 lead the Cougars have. But Solomon Marshall, does he want more? He passes it up, getting the assist and allowing his teammate to find the back of the net.
Marshall with the assist to number 7.
This is Gavin Cunningham putting it down. Under 45 seconds left. Yeah, look, it's Marshall giving it up. Cunningham slicing it through. So now will this score stand as we head into that break before the second quarter? 43 seconds on the clock. Let's go, guys.
Come on, go through it.
Amari Brown trying to use his strength. Getting in there, 32 seconds left.
There's no possession.
It starts with Brown. Right there over the top. Centennial getting called for that, and they're trying to, again, keep that score as large of a spread as it is. 4-goal spread here in the first quarter. Don't want to allow anything easy here for the Catbirds late on. 15 seconds to go here for the break. Flag down. SLPCR still working away. Shot fired. Is barely off the mark. And Cougars. Sears getting called for slash. Slashing here before the end. And just 4 seconds. Giving the Catbirds one last chance. But time goes quickly off the clock, and that's how the first quarter ends. 5-1 here are the Centennial Cougars leading at home.
Lino Lakes is the gateway to the metro area, just minutes north of Minneapolis and St. Paul. Conveniently located on I-35W, this growing city still maintains its North Country feel. Lino Lakes is a safe, fun, and affordable community that values its award-winning schools. Outdoor lovers will discover miles of hiking, biking, and water trails. Growing businesses will find premier development opportunities with great freeway visibility and ready to help your businesses grow. Come to live, work, and play in Lino Lakes.
Share new perspectives with North Metro TV. Capture breathtaking cinematic images. Business exteriors, scenic landscapes, sporting events, or community images. With a professional videographer at the controls, North Metro TV will tailor a package for your budget. For high-quality photo and video aerials, contact North Metro TV.
And we're back here for the second quarter. Centennial up 5-1 over SLPCR. These Cougars came out firing on all cylinders, getting up to that 4-goal lead before SLPCR netted their first and only of the quarter. But Gavin Cunningham able to get the 5th to seal the deal for the 4-goal lead they have coming into the second. But again, Scramstead, you just saw there on your screen, trying to shake off those goals that got put against him. As we head here to see who's going to be the next one to net a goal in this game. SLPCR able to talk with their coach, Coach Todd, trying to work out how they're going to be able to find that opening. Coming from behind and scooping one through, and that's exactly how Coach Todd, I'm sure, helped these guys talk this through to be able to put this one on the board. It's Toby Tramby, also another one of those guys we talked about in the open. Just the production that they are capable of, but able to slot this one underneath. First goal here this game for the junior. That bodes well for SLPCR, trying to come back here. Had a 4-goal deficit to start the quarter, now just a 3-goal deficit. Getting that one before that first minute ticked off. And yet, these goals are pouring in. Centennial finding their way in again. Gavin Cunningham. Let's see this. Just finding the opening, taking the shot. Don't have to make it too hard here. Sometimes you're seeing players that get in front of the net, and of course those ones trying to be unselfish sometimes isn't always the answer. Finding that opening was given to him. He had to take the shot. But 6-2 our score now.
All right. Do right. Three. Where we at? Hey, two left. Craig. Hey, I got you.
Cougars working it around. And got their 4-goal lead back with that last one by Cunningham. You saw the speed and good defensive effort here by SLPCR.
Scan the field. Hey, 23 next time. 23 next time.
Christensen moving it back to Smolich, who got it out to that far side. And the teamwork here by the Cougars. Working that ball around. I believe that was Isaac Adams swinging that one through. And up, trying to work his way in. 6-2 still our score here in Circle Pines. Found the speed, trying to get it off the bounce. Couldn't quite do it. You see those flags fly. Scramstead being vocal. Take a look at this one again. Work all the way in. That's David Moran, sophomore. Not gonna have an opportunity. It's releasable here. Cougars with speed. Adams. Getting it back and through. Cougars. What an impressive offensive stretch they've had. Able to find it once more here, 7-2. So Gavin Craig netting the 7th goal for the Cougars. As we see Craig getting in front in his senior season. dropping the hammer, putting it down. So 9:20 left. Score now 7-2. And in front. Good defense here by the Catbirds.
Let's go, Braden. Braden right now. Yo, Braden. Backside open. 3. 2. Lamari. Okay, good. Gunny up. Gunny up. Gunny up. One more Braden. One more Braden. Now in Braden.
Cougars using some of this clock. Finding his way through, Dyson on in. It looked like it was Gavin Cunningham again. Finding the opening and taking it. Gavin Cunningham now gets to be a part of the hat trick club here with Salem and Marshall. Take a look at that. Great job cradling and just dumping it by. 8:22 left in the second. And now Cougars up 8-2.
Yeah. We're on penalties, I'll be ready for that. Hey, we're down! You set! I've on that.
And the Cougars aren't stopping yet. Seeing how eager they are getting into the attack. They'll use some of the clock though, that's for sure. We'll work it around. Find that high quality chance. Isaac Adams. Over to Marshall. They swing it. Getting inside. Ooh, and an almost chance. Scramstead having to work for it to keep it out. Glad you're joining us here on North Metro TV as the Cougar Catbird matchup continues. Almost picked off. Cougars making it difficult to work this ball up the field. But the Catbirds do it. And now on the run. Under 7 minutes now in the second. And Lamari Brown gets it knocked out. Trying to find that high quality chance, down by 6. Substitution coming in, and gonna need to stop up the Cougars first before they can go back on the attack. Cougars pulling back behind. But the Catbirds able to get possession back. Scramstead gonna look to push everyone forward before sending this ball up. Again, the senior leadership having the best vision of the field back there. Cougars are fierce. They got possession back rather fast. Now they can just start to tick off some of that clock again. 5:27 left in the second. Cougars in control. That's what happens when you're up by 6. Definitely no need to rush at this point. Pull back. This guy's getting set. Coming through and finding it. Getting on past Stramstead. It looked like Mason Urer, excuse me. Just a freshman.
Mason Hare.
Oh, Mason Hare, the freshman, able to slot one by. The Cougars up now 9-2. So 4:46 on the clock remaining in the second quarter. Obviously still a lot of play coming up after that. Already seeing quite a few goals pouring in. Hearing that whistle. Isaac Adams. Looking to find his way still in this matchup, but onto the far side. To work it. Brown. Right back. They'll continue to swing it around. Daniel Quist. Tranby already scored here for the Catbirds. Dumping it back. Amari Brown having to fight against these Cougars, really holding their own, making it difficult. Ball sent through. Nobody on it. And glad you're joining us here on North Metro TV. Cougars up 9-2. Just a little over 3 minutes remaining in the second as the Catbirds try to find another. The limited time left. This one pops out. Kane able to collect. Help keep this 7-goal lead they've got. But right back at him and can't keep it for long. As the Catbirds coming back with another attack, Brody Herzog, the senior, able to sneak one past. Correction, that was Tranby getting his second in this game. Toby Tranby scooping up his second. It's a little over 2 minutes. A much needed one for the Catbirds. Trying to stay in it. The Cougars don't waste much time before pouring in some more, getting up to their 10th on the game. So Salomon Marshall just continues to dominate here in today's matchup.
Their plan is to drive everybody up, but the crease guy, okay?
Already had the hat trick earlier, now getting another one to add to it.
The backside helps it, okay?
So 10-3 our score, 2:05 ticking down. Back here to the Cougars. Marshall. Back there, X. Work it around. Approaching the 92nd. Scramstead is having a tough night, that's for sure. Isaac Adams. Continue to be that offensive force we talked about. 11-3. So reminder of what that score was last year between these two teams. It was 18-8. Cougars winning that matchup. We'll see if that score tonight comes close to that. Again, a lot different team, especially for the Cougars, seeing 20 seniors leaving last season. Marshall.
Yep. Right. We're good.
1 minute to play here in the second. Changing that attack angle. Gonna work it himself. Big stop here for SLPCR as time's ticking down. Able to at least knock it away. 27 seconds on the clock, making it difficult for the Cougars, at least here in those final moments.
Short time, Gunny.
Cougars coming from the near side and stopped up on the doorstep. Taking a look at Gavin Cunningham getting knocked around. Down there, he's gonna get off the field here for those final 8 seconds. Cougars starting it after the whistle there. And trying to bounce it in with the final second ticking off. The second ends. Cougars up 11-3. We'll be back after this for the third.
Let's sit and chat and drink coffee. together and make believe we'll share our hearts and share our dreams. Now what do you think about you and me? Maybe we can always be forever you, forever with me. Oh, 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 I bet you're thinking I'm a little too romantic. Oh, but baby, now don't get frantic, 'cause when I love, my loving's gigantic. Oh, and I think that's alright. Let me dream, oh, a girl can dream, and maybe it's not as crazy as it seems. Me loving you, you loving me right back. And now cut me some slack. Oh, 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 oh.
We're here in Circle Pines as we take a look at what happened here to make this 11-3 score that we have. Cougars leading and getting things started. Less than 5 minutes in, that's Isaac Adams threading the needle, putting it in. But Salomon Marshall proving he is here to play, getting a hat trick as you see him pour in those opening three. But ultimately, the Cougars continue to have the scoring force. Brody Herzog netted one for SLPCR, and as well as Toby Tranby. But Gavin Cunningham also has a hat trick with Marshall. The Cougars finding ways to score, and not just from those two, that's Mason Air finding one late in the second. So the Cougars up 11-3, and what looks like a perfect way to spend it on their home field advantage. But a nice day seeing those guys getting out, able to enjoy watching those older players. And these guys getting ready to get back out there on the field. They don't want to rest on what they've already produced here tonight. They know that the Catbirds are going to be coming out swinging, trying to get back into it. But 11-3, Marshall had 4 goals. 3 came for that hat trick, happened in the first quarter. Just that 4th goal coming in the second. Cunningham just 1 in the first, and his following 2 to create the hat trick happened in the second. As we get set and ready for the 3rd quarter to get going here on North Metro TV. And Blythe Whaley taking you through the rest of it. On this lovely spring day, the Catbirds trying to get going. See that opening burst, trying to get down there. Didn't quite work out like they would have wanted. Getting ready and in net now. That's Caden Clarence, a junior here for the Cougars in net. As we see him putting it down on the far side, taking no time at all. 30 seconds ticking off before Marshall finds a way to put another one in.
Number 5 for the 5th time, Solomon Marshall.
His 5th goal on the game. Finding its way past Gramstead. Gotta be frustrating trying to find a way to stop the Cougars. And their offensive force they've been able to produce here tonight. Just 30 seconds ticking off, like I said, and now 12-3. Last year's score being 18-8. Certainly on pace to potentially have a similar outcome if things don't change drastically. And to Craig over there on the far side as these Centennial Cougars continue to keep possession as they work it around. Around 1. So back up to Cunningham. Swing back behind Marshall. And keep this ball moving, making the Catbirds to continue to rotate. Salmon putting it out in front, just about able to connect. Bose Marshall in front of net. Moran. And a wonderful stop there. Scramstead to get in between it. What I like hearing the communication. These guys are talking, that's for sure, but coming from behind and pouring it in is another Cougar goal here. Gavin Craig finding a way to make a difference here today.
Gavin Craig.
Gavin Craig is second on the night. .34 left in the third, now 13-3. Cougars up by 10. Again, the Catbirds having to shake it off, just thinking about what does that next goal look like? How do we create a stop? How do we also put it in on the other end? But it comes from getting this possession here. Didn't keep it for long. Moran able to scoop it up. But a big stop, Scramstead allowing that one to slither its way by. See the flag popping up. Catbirds frustrated, that's for sure. Trying to work back now, down 10. Move this up. SLPCR. Able to find each other as they work this one around. Whistle back in play. Colin Sears helping the Cougars work this around. And quite the run here for the Cougars, but no payout on the other end. There's Lars Colliards. Way to bring it all the way up. It's not a clean finish. They'll keep possession here. Cougars working it around. Starting with Cunningham. And a couple defenders back there behind net. Keep this working around. Wilson. Still off the mark. So Catbirds get to take a breath here after this mishap by Centennial. 8 minutes ticking down here.
Match up. Yep, close the gap, girls. Get over here, Cyril. Get him off, Cyril.
A mishap here for the Catbirds. Gives it back to Centennial. Defensive effort, though, wins it back for them. And back and forth we go. Centennial on the run. Who is going to maintain the possession? Cougars swarming. But the Catbirds having it knocked away yet again. See how long the Cougars will have it for this time. Gets it back to Marshall. Swings it up to the other Marshall. Boas Marshall out in front.
The brother connection.
I love the sibling connection the Cougars just portrayed there in that last goal. Again, Solomon Marshall, the senior, playing it to his sophomore brother out in front. So 14-3, the Cougars lead it. .6:56 on the clock. Scoring has been all Centennial's way here in the third. Bird's gonna have to find a way to break another one in. And work it up, Herzog. Some of the fans wanting a flag on that last one.
I can't see.
But nothing. Back behind net. SLPCR dumping it through. Quite the play to get that final payout here at SLPCR. Toby Tranby slicing this one up and through. And right on cue, I said SLPCR needed to break through yet in this third, and they did so. (14-4), bringing the deficit back to 10. And here we go, Brody Herzog playing it up. His teammate tried to get it through. Not quite. Kane. Will they come out, take care of that?
Let's move fast together, guys. Hey, when we rotate hard, we rotate fast, guys. Sticks up, get him in those lanes. Do not let your sticks sag. Hey,
Again, that's Clarice in net now for the Cougars. Catbirds, an opportunity. It's over. Good attempt by Jack Pearson. Having 4 goals coming into today's matchup. And his 5th. Toby Tranby giving it up. And there we go, Catbirds finding a rhythm here late in the third. So Jack found his 5th again. We mentioned it moments before this happens. Gotta love that. So 5:43 left. Less than a minute between these 2 goals for the Catbirds. So made it less than double digits, back to single digits for that deficit, now just 9. possession, but give it back to the Cougars. Moran tried to take it. Moran sending it. Cougars back in play. Moving this ball around, Olsen. Giving it over to the right side, Moran. Move it back and forth. Adams. Closely guarded here again. 14-5 here at Centennial. Moran taking on one. Getting in between before going down on the turf. Loose ball. Cunningham with it. Already with the hat trick tonight, but giving it up. And Adams trying to slot it through. Cunningham in front, but Scramstead able to deny. – 14-5, 3:37. Let's take a look at that last one. Right in front of net, Cunningham. Right into Scramstead's net there. Ball on the turf. Who's going to pick it up? It's Air. We saw him score earlier on. Adams giving it back to Erickson. As the Cougars take off some more clock. 2:54 remaining here in the third. Adams getting forced off of it. Defense, they're working hard. Leopards on the attack. This one works its way through, and the team effort doesn't get the payout. But you gotta like how they worked it up. Brody Herzog had a shot at it, not quite what he would have wanted for it coming out of his. But ultimately a good team effort, getting that ball all the way down in the attack. And yet another one here for the Cougars.
Nolan Larson with the assist to number 9, Boaz Marshall.
Boaz Marshall getting his second on the day. With just 2:14 left. So 15-5, back to the 10-goal lead. Sure, Salomon Marshall, glad to see his brother able to step up, contribute for the team as well. Cougars back at it. Gaining possession right away.
Touch! Already got a touch!
Moran with some space. Coming up through the middle and slotting it through. It's Air. Certainly got some air behind that ball as he found the force to get it by Scramstead.
26, Mason Hare.
Mason Hare finding it late in the third. Now 16-5 here in Circle Pines. See that flag fly high? Could hear it. Hearing some of his teammates getting after him. Cougars with the lead, for sure. Seeing him come in, that's Toby Tranby. Going to take a knee now. Not the player you'd want. Going to be on the sideline as you're trying to crunch away at that deficit. But just about 90 seconds to go in the third. After Tranby gets called for the foul here. Looking it over to Craig, back to him. Again, time just ticking off, and that's going to be crucial here for SLPCR. Looking it back behind. That's exactly SLPCR needed to come away unscathed, try to work their way back up the field. 22 seconds. Not much left. Isaac Adams. Crowd wanting an offsides. So you're seeing him race back, trying to get back on. 11 seconds here for the Catbirds. As they gain possession back. Time really going. 5 seconds here, close range. And able to keep it out. Claris.
Guys, relax.
Getting some time in net and proving himself and what he's capable of. But we'll be back here for the fourth after the break. 16-5, Cougars up at home. And we're back here for the fourth quarter as the Cougars up to a big lead, 16-5 after 3. And the Cougars, remembering what that score was just a year ago, 18-8. Will we exceed that here in the fourth? What goals are to come? We've had so many already in this matchup, but still a lovely evening here in Circle Pines. We're glad you're joining us as the Cougars taking on the Catbirds. But if you're just joining us, a couple guys on the Cougars already with the hat trick and some. Salmon Marshall poured in 3 in just that first quarter alone. But also Gavin Cunningham getting his hat trick in the second. Who else? Maybe on the doorstep of that coming up. Boaz Marshall has 2. And you're seeing Todd over there. Still very in this game, active as a coach. Just 11:30. Ticking down here for that final quarter. All the way around, Isaac Adams. Working around 1, gives it up to his teammate. Tried to put it down low. Off the mark for Scarella. In Bergwald. Then the Cougars work the ball. Using some clock. Over a minute ticking off here already in that final quarter. Ken's doing a good job keeping him out, and Scramstead not allowing anything yet here in the fourth. Having to shake off those 16 goals, trying to feel the fresh start of the fourth quarter. It's what you have to do. You have to almost treat it as a different part of the game mentally, so you can raise that level, get back out there. Try to keep the clean slate for at least maybe the fourth if you can.
I'm barely breaking 500 right now.
Break down, break down. Break down, Barrel. Play with your feet, kid.
Again, hearing the chatter, hearing the fans showing up. And knocked away. Cougars find a way to gain possession back. Scarella. Was wanting it back on the offense if he could, but stepping in there, it looks like maybe it was Zach Taylor. Caden Conkler from behind, playing it up to Brody Herzog, the senior, to find another one. Already scoring for the Catbirds tonight, wanting some more. Good team effort there in front of nets as Brody Herzog opens up fourth. left on the clock, 16-6, back within 10. So here we go, Catbirds with it. Gonna swing. Swing to the far side, seeing the Cougars tracking back, making it difficult. Knocked out as it goes into the scrum, seeing these guys continue to play fierce. Sharon Jerome Beck helping this ball get back up into the offense. Here's Marshall. Samuel Marshall's brother, already with 2. Scramstead. Keep that one out. Still that clean slate here for the 4th at least. Ending it up, Cougars on the run down the far side. So they'll pull back a little. Use some more of this clock. David Moran can work up, build the attack with his teammate over there, Erickson. Getting Craig involved as well. Skrella. All back. Coming from Moran. Moran. Tough. Getting attacked there. Seeing the flags go. Everyone in the stands all seeing that one and almost making the calls here before the official. As we take a look at that one again, glad he's able to get up from it after seeing him have to take on a couple more. Seeing, looks like Lamari Brown come on through in that second. One keeping him down on the turf. But here we go, Cougars back in play. And they track it back, and Catbirds in position to go on the attack, getting it up and in front of net, and with the drop down. Oh, this one will get called back. Tough break here. So the Catbirds not quite getting to get the payout. Looks like Caden Conkler would have been able to get it, but unfortunately the Catbirds remain at 6. Tough break, 7 minutes, 10 seconds left on the clock. Cougars looking it back up. Moran. Tracking down his own shot, able to collect it, keep this offensive set going. Time dwindling here in the 4th. Moran gives it up. Adams giving over to Skrella. Skrella back behind to Oza Marshall. Still continuing to move. You saw the behind the back, trying to dump it. But Scramstead ready to keep it out. Still the clean slate for Scramstead. In this 4th quarter. So Isaac Adams working it around. rush at all by the Cougars, having this 10-goal lead. Like I said, still on pace, that 18-8 game they had a year ago. Adams. Dancing around a couple, sends it. But it looks like some aggression coming out from the Catbirds. You see the frustration, of course, being down by 10. Looks like taking it out a little here on Isaac Adams. It looks like trainer, coaching staff able to attend to him. Hopefully he's all right and able to return here. A tough break here for the sophomore with just the 5 minutes, 14 seconds really shaken up, definitely. Taking a look at him. He'll likely be taking a rest here for the remaining, especially with this lead. No reason to put him back in. As a player, you always want to go back in, but I'm sure, obviously, for his health, maybe wanting to take the rest of this time. His team already has a big lead. Don't need to rush coming back at all.
Hey, go Ellie! Go Ellie! Hey, I'm bottom left. I got top right!
Our thoughts with him, never want to see one of our schools having anyone having to be taken out. We're just about to get going again for the final 5 minutes and 14 seconds. The Cougar is going to work this around. And take the shot early, doesn't make it through. Scarella wanted it. At least get one here before the end. Under 5. Scarella. Another chance, and he does it. 4:48 remaining. Scarella finds its way to put it past. This one just bouncing off Gramstead and in. And if at first you don't succeed, try again. That first one didn't make it. Second attempt, good. .448 left, 17-6. And refs trying to keep this game in check. But gonna have an opportunity to talk things over with their coaches.
Yeah.
But with the under 5 minutes and the 11-goal lead, Cougars probably don't need to talk too much over, just trying to make sure the effort's still there. They're still pouring it in, but the fans enjoying this sunshiny day here at Centennial. Gotta love spring sports when the weather shows up for us like it did today. A lot of awesome sponsors. Pearson having to fight. Flag down, and less than 4.5 remaining in the fourth.
I'm not a fan of you right now. I'm seriously not a fan of you. Head off your stick. Right, that was one fight. Right, my stick. Oh, it I didn't know you turned around.
Toby Tramby.
Yeah, please post that on Instagram.
Coming over, talking with his teammate. Jack Pearson.
Yeah, let's go, D. Yeah, D. Here we go, Lloyd.
The Catbirds working around. Caden Conkler with it. Shot off to the left. Cougars working just as hard as if this game was tied, making its way back up the field before having it knocked away. Zach Taylor will help him get it up there to Scarella.
White ball.
White ball, you saw Smolich
In the corner.
trying to hunker down, trying to keep this ball in the attack. They'll give it back. Starting here with David Moran, the sophomore. 3 minutes, 40 seconds left in the game. Cougars leading it by 11. Blue ball, looks like Lamari Brown. Here on the near side, finding its way up, flag in play. But Rob gives it up to Pearson. PCR, a bit of a wild pass. As we near that 3-minute mark, 3:06 ticking down. Catbirds on the far side having to work, trying to at least pour in another, but the Cougars not having that. They want another of their own. Off to the races they go. Swarming down the field, wasting no time, dropping it in. What a play here for the Cougars. Sophomore, it's like Nolan Larson. He didn't want to end this game without a goal. That's for sure. Look at the speed, intensity, working it down. So 18-6, remember that score I said? 18-8 last matchup. Still time there for the Catbirds to try to tie that score up from last year anyway. Cougars slice another one past. It's not over yet, folks.
A long stick goal assist by number 22, Kellen, to number 17.
So David Moran puts down the 19th, excuse me. Yeah, take a look at that, giving it up to David Moran. Slots that one by Scramstead. As we approach awfully close to that 90 seconds to go. Cougars still feeling lively as they try to work here in those final moments, of course. Maybe a little too aggressive here in that final time. So back to the Catbirds it goes. Approaching that minute to go. Find ourselves at another whistle. 19-6 and under that minute we go. These guys getting set. Jack Pearson having it here on the left side. Pearson back up top. Time expires here at Centennial High School. It's 19-6, our final score. What an offensive performance here by the Cougars. Definitely a team effort getting it done. A lot of goals, a lot of stops, but ultimately that's the way the cookie crumbles. We'll be back here at Centennial for post-game interviews after the break.
Come to Ham Lake and see how good life can be. Conveniently located only 20 miles north of the Twin Cities on Highway 65, yet Ham Lake has kept its rural charm. Residents of Ham Lake enjoy 1-acre minimum lots, giving you space to live with abundant natural green spaces and recreational activities like boating, fishing, golf, disc golf, camping and playgrounds, and tons of seasonal fun all year round. Ham Lake is home to one of the top school districts with consistent high scores in standardized testing and community ratings. Ham Lake is a business-friendly city and willing to work with businesses and developers of all sizes. Whether you are just starting out or looking to grow, Ham Lake has the business opportunities you've been waiting for. Life in Ham Lake moves a little slower, and that's the way we like it. Ham Lake offers space to live, to grow, and space to relax. Come visit Ham Lake and see for yourself what you are missing. Ham Lake is convenient country living.
So I needed another one. So. He laughed. Of course you did. Just one more. All right, another one.
Messed up my ACL. Friday. No fun. Don't know yet. Find out tomorrow. Pretty much.
Right.
And we're back here at Centennial High School with a couple of heavy hitters in tonight's matchup. Standing alongside me, we'll start with you, Solomon. You had 5 goals in this matchup, and we talked about it in the open. You had 5 goals against this team last season. What is it about this matchup that gets you ready to put them in?
I know their goalie, he's really good. And last year I broke my thumb in the game, so I just wanted to get out there and prove it again.
Yeah. And we have to mention, you also set up an assist to your brother tonight. How special was that moment?
It was pretty special. It was his first goal, so it was fun. Yeah.
And of course, your senior year going through it. What intentions do you want to put on the season? You've only played 2 games before tonight. So what does that look like for the rest of it?
Well, I think a lot of teams are doubting us because we lost a lot of big players last year, but we got a good team, good offense and defense, so I think we'll be good.
Yeah. You mentioned it, losing a lot of those seniors last season. What did that put on you maybe in the off season, knowing what you had to do to get it done coming in this year?
we just had to work a lot harder, and we're working as a team, and we're doing that this year, so it's fun.
Well, awesome job. If that type of production continues, it's going to be a great season. Thanks.
Thank you. Thanks.
And of course, Gavin Cunningham, you also had a hat trick in this matchup and a couple assists. I know that is important too. But Gavin, I just want to talk about what was going through your head as you went into the second to put in those last couple goals to complete the hat trick.
I mean, we started off the game pretty fast, so you never want to come out and kind of like lay an egg the second half. So it was huge to keep the momentum going.
Yeah. And Gavin, when you think about also those 2 assists, what goes through your head as you're trying to set up your teammates down the field?
I mean, obviously everyone loves scoring, but I mean, when you get open chances, guys come to you, another guy's wide open, so it's awesome to give them those goals too.
Yeah, and it's your junior year, so now being an upperclassman, how have you maybe changed from last season coming into this year, setting those standards with your teammates?
Probably just becoming more of like a leader and set by example.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm sure the coaching staff trying to help alongside you and the leadership. What is maybe the new coaching staff, since all new this year? How's it been going?
It's incredible. Like, I mean, no one really knew what to expect with new coaches coming in, but I think it's been awesome. And I mean, we're off to a 3-0 season so far, so it'll be awesome to keep the momentum going.
And I think you will. Again, you guys out there on the field just proving you have the intensity and you have the know-how, getting the high score that you had tonight. Great job, Gavin. Always fun to talk with you.
You too.
Well, you guys, that does it on behalf of my wonderful team here at North Metro TV. We're glad to bring you Spring Sports Boys Lacrosse Centennial Cougars with the big win.
The county is encouraging residents to sign up for National Bike to Work Week so they can enjoy the benefits of fitness and also do their part to lessen gridlock.
Getting a workout in, less gas, have time to reflect, and you're missing some of the traffic.